Well, what I have found is that I want to travel as light as possible, because if I'm going to park and have to walk down a beach to get to a scene that I want, or walk through woods to find the path that I like, I want to be able to get everything as compact as possible. Everything I need I can fit in this backpack. I have a board that I use as a backer for my paintings. I have paper that I've already cut to this size that I store in here, and it's ready to go. I have my palette that's all decided where all the colors are, and it's something I'm real familiar with, so I use it. One of my favorite tools, actually, is this little box, because it's a 10-inch square box. It folds up nice and flat, and it makes a great table, and it fits in the backpack. It's got tape on the bottom so it doesn't get moisture in it and it doesn't deteriorate, and it gives me a place to put my palette, which I think is sometimes one of the more challenging things, is where do you put all your stuff. I have a chair with a cup holder, and that holds the water that I need. I've got that with me. I have a clamp-on umbrella, which I don't need today, that goes back behind my chair to give me some shade if I need it. I always have bug dope. I have sunscreen with me. I have water. I have a viewfinder that I've made, which helps me frame in the scene. It has a grid so I can, make a good composition. I don't always use it well, but I do have it. I have a little bag with all my little gadgets, masking fluid and scrapers and sponges and texture things and pencils and erasers. Tons and tons of pencils, because I never want to run out of something I can sketch with. My EpiPen, because I have a bee allergy, and if I'm going to be out in the woods, I definitely want to have that with me. What else do I have in here? Business cards, and I always bring a little light snack, crackers and cheese or a granola bar or something, because you never know how long you're going to be out there. And I just want to be comfortable while I'm painting. And water, always water, both paint with and to drink.
The business cards are for?
If you have somebody come by and talk to you while you're painting and they want to get some information about your work, or they like that painting and they might want to buy it in the future, I have a business card I can give to them, and they can follow up by coming to my website and checking things out.
Do you have that happen very often?
No. But I would like to. I mean, someplace that might happen. But other people I know have. So I think it's a good idea to be prepared and to have something that you can share with people who might be visiting you as you're working.
Do you ever feel intimidated by people looking over your shoulder?
No, because I'm a big ham, so I don't mind talking to people about what I do. I enjoy it. It doesn't distract me to have people talking to me while I'm painting.
Great. Can you name 3 or 4 steps you do in preparation to begin your painting? Well,
I usually come in and do a quick scope out of the scene. I bring my camera with me. I take lots and lots of reference photos. I look for something that is really appealing. Usually it has to have a structure in it or a great color. I often will make a decision based on, is there shade? Or is it something, is it a comfortable place to sit? One of the things that I find is that as I'm sketching, I often will have to rethink what I have chosen as my subject, because I tend to get too complicated. My one art teacher, Catherine Carey, always say, you don't have to paint the whole world, Margaret. Narrow it down, find something that's easy enough to work on, and that you'll get a great composition with, not having to paint a big panorama. And that's often what I end up doing, is painting big panoramas.
Despite that advice?
Despite the advice. That's what I did today. I worked over there for an hour, and then I came back and said, no, this isn't going to work. I changed it up, and now I'm real happy with what I'm working with.
Can you talk a bit about how you've benefited from participating in the artist gatherings?
Yeah, I'm a relatively new artist. I've only been at this for 3 years, and I took some classes, but I quickly found out about this group and joined in, because I really liked any opportunity I can have to paint. And I have the feedback from other painters who are much more skilled than I am, and they've been great resources for me. The other thing is it really develops your skill, because you have to learn to compose, on a whim, to hone down what you're working on. My drawing skills are not my greatest strength, so I've really developed a better eye based on trying to draw things rather than look at a photograph. draw them on site. It really is a challenge for me particularly. So that's been something that I've developed through the Artist Gathering. But just the friendships I've made have been fantastic, and I just really, really respect the people that are part of this program, and I'm just really glad to be part of it.
Great.
Yeah.
I know you spend time down south. Mm-hmm. You paint down south?
I did this summer, or this winter. It always feels like summer. But I painted in a couple of classes, and I went to a farmer's market in Englewood, Florida, which is near our home. And I saw these ladies all sitting around painting at the farmer's market. So I connected with them, and they have a group that goes out and meets every week. And I was able to paint Plein Air with the Englewood group, which I really enjoyed. That was fun.
And then you come up and paint up here. There's special features of northern Michigan that you are particularly attracted to.
Oh, it just the vistas, the beautiful landscapes, and the color is just so gorgeous. The Michigan sky is prettier than anything you'll ever see, and it's just such a rich environment. And every place you go is beautiful. There's nothing that I couldn't find a place to go.